Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Guys, I've been so happy because the last video has been very amazing. I just want to say thank you all. Keep on subscribing, keep on liking, and keep on following, and I wouldn't disappoint you. You're going to have wonderful recipes. So come with me today as we make this delicious plantain porridge. Guys, it's a banger, and I know from the looks of it you can tell. So these are the ingredients we are using for this wonderful meal. We have ugu, onion, dried fish, plantain, fresh pepper, and crayfish. So we're gonna get into it. We'll get our pot ready, and then we put in our plantain, and then we'll go in with water. Just make sure you equalize your water and the plantain, and maybe if along the line the water is not enough, you add just a little. But for now, we're going to be working with the plantain and the water to be on the same level, just to get what I want. So guys, this meal was great. I'm not even going to lie. I didn't plan for it, but making it today, because I have not had this for a long time. So let's go in with our onions quickly. Of course, you know now, lots of onion because onions is good for you. Yeah, and stir. Let's equalize that, and we'll let these two boil for a while. Now, this is a different recipe. People have different recipe, and this is the one I'm working with. Okay. So here the onion and the plantain has boiled to the point where I need to add my other ingredients. Mind you, it's stage by stage. You don't just rush in and put the ingredients like that. No, this particular recipe is kind of like an old recipe, but I enjoy it. So this is my pepper. It's gone into the pot. Fresh pepper, of course. Uh, yeah. Lots of fresh pepper. If it's not enough, you add more. But this is the ratio I'm using for this meal today. So as I was saying, this procedure is like, some people call it old method, but this is the method I enjoy, and I feel this method is just the best. It gives you the best results. I don't know. There are other methods. I have tried other methods, but for me, this is what works best. Yeah, let me put it that way. This is what works best. So we let it boil enough, and then we go in with our crayfish. Guys, you don't want to know what happened to me. Anyways, I pounded crayfish, and then the thing just fell on the floor, and I felt like crying, and I had to go back to do it again. Ah, well sharp. So this is me adding my fish. Mind you, I boiled this fish because this fish is very thick. It's very, very dry. So I had to boil it for like 30 minutes or so to let go of a lot of things, and then kept it this way. So yeah, I go in with my beef chunks. Yeah, I went in with my beef chunks. It was amazing. Although this is the first time I'm using a big chunk to cook plantain porridge. Usually, I just cook pepper soup alongside it, and that is also very delicious. And we're going to put up that recipe sometime very soon too. So this is me stirring everything together. As you can see, the water is a bit down, so I'm still going to add a little bit of water. I don't know if it's in the video or I did it outside of the video, but I know I will put water because I want the whole everything to combine together to boil properly. And I believe the video is already self-explanatory enough, you know. You can see everything step by step on how I'm adding them. So I'll allow this to boil too before adding my seasoning. And then I go in with my seasoning. Of course, you can call me Maggie Crusher for now. Okay, I went to my Maggie and also salt. Mind you, you have to be careful on your seasoning because the beef chunks had its own seasoning too. I seasoned it before, you know, steaming it and then putting it in here. So I had to make sure, I think I tested it, yeah, off camera to make sure that the seasoning is balancing up. That is also very important. Not almost though, but some you just have to. So you're not putting excess salt or excess maggi, invariably spoiling the taste of your meal. Okay, so I'm going to let this sit, and this is it. That's boiled. You can see the difference from, you know, it has boiled enough. Oh, it has boiled enough. And the plantain I used here, if you can look closely, you will see that it's not ripe plantain. I used a half ripe plantain. Yeah, that's what I use, half ripe plantain. So I'm going in with my oil as well. Yeah, at this point you just want everything to just bind together. So I'm going to go with my oil because the plantain is already, you know, it's almost ready, or it's edible at this point. So just go in with the oil. I'll stir it properly to make sure it combines well while it's still boiling, of course. So I used half ripe plantain. It's plantain that is between unripe and ripe. So that is what I use. That's why I see that the plantain is not mushy, or and it was very delicious. I enjoyed this meal. So we stir it properly because of the oil. We want it to circulate our oil, and I just like this amount of oil. I do not like the oil to be too much, or it might be too much for some people, but for me I feel it's too much, so I just add this one and I feel it's okay, you know. So I just added my pumpkin leaf, and this was amazing. Can you see it? Can you look at the face? Like, I cannot remember the last time I had plantain porridge, and immediately my husband said, "Oh, let's make plantain." I was like, okay, it's been long ago. Why not? So this is it. I let it sit with a lowered heat to boil for a while. Okay, and this is it. This was the end product, and it was a wonderful meal and quite easy to prepare as well. A very quick recipe. So this is it. I wouldn't mind you guys recreating and sending me your videos as well. That would be so lovely. So this is it. This is how I served the meal. Yeah. Thank you guys. Mwah.